shipwrecks, it's Old Rusty here, and welcome to a quick run ashore, a beginner's guide to an outpost in Sea of Thieves. Now, I've seen a lot of comments on the Sea of Thieves forums and things like that from new players and beginners, really unsure as to what it is exactly they're meant to do when they first enter into the game. So I thought I'd produce a series of short videos, and I mean short videos, just roughly introducing the early elements of the game for the new players out there to give you a bit of a head start when you join in for the first time. Now, starting off straight away, when you all first join the game, you will all eventually spawn in to a tavern. There's a number of different taverns on the different outpost islands and things like that. So I am currently at Golden Sands Outpost in the Captain's Head Tavern, and if you one of my favourite ones actually, out in the sunshine. There's some in the darker areas of the map and they're all often grey and green looking, but I like this one. So anyway, on to what's actually here. When you first spawn in, you'll see obviously the barmaid still behind the tavern bar, and you can talk to her. Hiya. And you can order your drink here, your grog, and just have a general chit chat and find out some just general sort of bits of information from her about the area, so on and so forth.
Hope to see you again.
And you. Also, you'll notice stood over here this dubious looking character by the door. If you approach this person here, you'll see it's the mysterious stranger. This is the person that will tell you about your progression towards your ultimate goal, or goal of becoming a pirate legend. And if you talk to her,
I see you.
or him in some of the other ones, you'll look at your rate and where you've ranked up to so far, and then tell you what you need to do next to become
Sail onwards to
pirate
destiny.
legend. It's also this person that you turn in your Athena's chest to once you become a pirate legend. So it's worth remembering that. They won't be accepted by the normal gold hoarder. Also in the tavern you'll see a number of barrels about. They all contain different supplies and things like that, which all are needed and are handy for you. Remember though, you can only carry a certain amount of each item. Bananas will be 5, cannonballs are 10, and I believe planks are 5 as well. So you will need to stock up your supplies on your ship and do runs back and forth ashore to fill up the maximum amount you can. So take your bananas. We'll need these for your health. They replenish your health as you get either shots by other pirates or skeletons, or you take any sort of full damage and things like that, or shark attacks. Your wooden planks are essential for repairing your ship. If your ship gets hit by cannon fire, you crash it, run it aground, it gets struck by lightning, all those sort of things, into a heavy storm, can all take damage on your ship. So basically that's it. It isn't a safe zone. You can be attacked in here. There are no safe zones, and as of the most recent update patch 1.06 I believe it is, you are not invulnerable either whilst you're doing the mini tutorials at the beginning of the game any longer. You can still be attacked now. The only other thing in here you'll notice, a little music box. Very poor quality music box. It's just a gimmick, something to play with. Also notice here, these slabs here look a little bit different to the others. It's here that when you reach Pirate Legend, if you play your instrument with the new tune, that'll open up the stairs to the Pirate's Hideaway. So that's your tavern. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You can get drunk here. If you use your mug and drink your grog, you end up getting very drunk and staggering around and being sick if you drink too much, which I'll cover in a later video because it's quite handy to get a bucket of sick occasionally. Anyway, out into the main island. This is a nice, quite big one. It's a sprawling one. It's out in the sunny climes, like I said before. You need to have a look around everywhere. You'll find often around the back of many of the taverns and that and the other buildings additional barrels and crates. Have a look in them all, because you'll find resources that you can carry. Once you've reached your maximum, like this one, it won't be highlighted yellow any longer. You won't be able to take any further bananas till you eat one. There you go, it lights back up again and I can take one to replace it. Okay, so we head off down towards the buildings here. You'll notice off in the background there, the top of the flag, the white flag, that's my sloop, my ship. We'll come to that in a later video, but in this one we're just going to cover the different spots and different things of interest on all of the outposts the same. Now have them all, they're just laid out differently. You'll notice these signposts dotted around all over the place. The top one, the anchor, that is the direction to your ship. The one with the golden key on, that sends you towards the gold hoarders. The purple eye, if you like, that is the direction to the Order of the Souls. And the blue globe, that's the Merchant Alliance, that's where you'll find them. You'll also find 3 shops, stores in each of the outposts here. You've got the there's an equipment shop, you've got the weaponsmith shop, which is over there, denoted with a target hanging outside, and you'll see the armory locker on the outside. Over here you'll also have the general clothing store. This is where you can buy different items of clothing, things like that, your different skins for your different clothes. Okay, the only other sort of store is the shipwright, and they are always located on the jetty leading out to your ship. With all of these stores, to interact and see what sort of prices there are for different items, simply walk up to the storekeeper, in this case it's Sharon, and
Can I help?
interact with them. Sharon's deaf, so she shouts at you, and you browse the stock. Here you'll see all possible skins and things like that you can unlock and you can use. Ones that you haven't unlocked yet because you haven't reached the levels, denoted with a chain and a padlock. And you'll see over here on the right, it will tell you which level you need to be at to unlock those. Anything with a green tick on it are ones that you've purchased. Again, as of the latest update, 1.06 buy, the different skins, what you can buy, are now scattered around the different outposts, so you can only buy certain ones at different outposts. You can't access them all, so you're going to have to do a bit of sailing around to the different outposts to find the different skins. So into the shop you go. So here we are at the general clothing store. This is Cecil.
What can I do for you?
Hiya Cecil. We'll browse his stock. Now, to work your way through his stock is very basic. You've got a couple of options. You can click your left and right buttons here to load the different pages, or you can use, if you're using the mouse on the PC, just use your scroll wheel and it'll scroll down the different pages. Again, as before, anything that's unlocked is crossed out, greyed out with a chain and padlock. Everything else is available to you. Anything ticked green you've purchased already, and if you've got enough money for it, it will be white, the yellow gold coin next to it. If you don't have enough money for an item, it will be red, and it's simply that easy. You select an item you want to purchase, hover over it, click it, and that will access your purchase screen, count your coins and make your purchase for you, at which point then you'll receive one of these little green ticks over the items and that you've purchased it. So that's how simple it is to make your purchases.
Have a great voyage.
There has been a few issues in the past with purchases not appearing straight away. That appears to have been resolved now, and you can now go into the clothing chest. There's one outside the store. It's a vanity chest. There's also one on board your ship, both a clothing chest and a vanity chest. Access the clothing chest. and you can do it one or two ways. You can have the whole lot of what you've got and what's possible to you, or you can filter it out to decide what it is you want to equip, whether it be hats, shirts, gloves, jackets, so on and so forth. At the moment, here we go, hats. I haven't got a hat selected. You can see from my character here there's no hat selected. Select the one you want, simply click on it and it'll appear on there to give you a little preview of what it'll look like. Once you're done, close. And that's the same for all of your items, hats, gloves and everything. It's that simple. Now, there is no third person view in the game except for when your player is doing an emote, so you won't actually see your items yourself, which is a bit strange, but other players will, obviously. But like I say, if you access one of the emotes, let's wave, you can scroll around your character and then you can zoom in and out and see him in, or her in their latest get up, this week's sailing. And to come out of that, just move your character, and that's clothing. All the others are pretty much the same. If we head over to the equipment store, you'll find an equipment chest outside yet again. Character in here, your NPC.
Gather round.
Hello, Tom. And again, you can browse Tom's stock. The interface is exactly the same. Scroll up and down through it. Items ghosted out, you haven't unlocked yet. Items you've purchased have a green tick, and items available with the right amount of money are in white and gold. Don't have enough money, red and gold.
Bye for now.
Bye, Tom. So there's your shops. Basically they're all pretty much the same. They're all very easy to access and use, and so that's how to purchase your skins and also your ship customizations as well. Now the other thing on an outpost are the different merchants that you can interact with. The gold hoarders, always located in a little green tent somewhere, like this one. They'll have their flags outside denoting them, and so they're quite easy to spot off. You can spot them from sea with a telescope, find out where they are, where you need to land. Try to land as near as you can to where you need to offload when you're cashing in your booty, but you don't want to be running too far across the island, because there's always the possibility of someone else being on the island and attacking you and stealing your well-earned booty. But I'll go into the dangers of an outpost and how to sort of combat them shortly. But to get your missions for the day, your voyages, whatever it is you choose to do, whether it be an Order of the Souls, a gold one, or always out on the jetty, is the Merchant Alliance. They're always on the jetty. Let's see, they're here. Okay, they're under a little canopy out on the jetty. But basically, to purchase your voyage tickets, same as the shops. Approach the vendor.
Be quick, time's precious.
Talk to them. Browse the Merchant Alliance offers, and you'll be issued with the different offers that you can have. And different voyages you can go on. You can buy one, you can buy all three. You can only hold a maximum of 3 voyages in your hand at one time. Up here are rewards specific to each faction, if you like. The Merchant Alliance offer you a pocket watch and an exclusive sort of telescope. You can upgrade these at time, and they actually unlock achievements and things like that if you upgrade them. This level tells you which level you're at, or next at. So my next one here will be Merchant Captain, and that's at level 40. And this denotes the cost of the voyage. So if I buy one of these voyages, just click on it. Are you sure you want to buy this? Yes. Counts my coins. That's my gold spent, and can't buy any more because I already have some in my hand, and it deducts the money. Okay, so my voyage inventory is full.
Time to get going.
To see my voyage, simply press tab, a level, and then E. So in my hand at the moment I've got 2 Order of the Souls voyages, and the voyage I just purchased from here. I'll show you how to access those in a later video where I'll cover the voyages, but that's the same for all of them. That's the same for the Order of the Souls, the Gold Hoarders and your Merchant Alliance. That's how you purchase them. Okay, like I said earlier, there are some dangers to being at an outpost. Really the only danger is other players. You will come across nice friendly players that will talk to you, let you go about your business, and if you interact with them, my experience has been 9 times out of 10 they've been quite fun, friendly. You share a drink in the tavern, unlocks an achievement, and I've actually had some of them help me unlock some other achievements. We've agreed to do different things and race ships and things like that to unlock some of our achievements. But generally it is a pirate game. There will be people lurking about some of the outposts, or will turn up at the outposts while you're there to steal your gold and skulls and your items you've gathered for the Merchant Alliance. Now, whilst you're ashore, once you get ashore and you're running back and forth frantically with all your booty, selling it and cashing it in, just keep an eye on the horizon as you run around. Keep an eye on any ships approaching, things like that. You don't have to instantly run as soon as you see someone. You might want to have a bit of a tussle with them as they approach, or try and steal what they might have coming ashore with. But if you don't, just keep an eye and watch to see what they do. If you feel like they're going to be coming and they're a threat, you've got 2 choices. Keep running and cash it in as quick as you can, or run with it, get away and go to a different outpost or come back later. So you can do that. The other thing is, if you're coming to an outpost, always just as you're getting closer to it, scan it with your telescope. Have a look, see if there's any ships already there. If you've got a lot of gold on board, or a lot of stuff on board to cash in, and you don't want to run the risk of potential someone stealing it from you, maybe consider going to an alternative outpost, or hanging off on the horizon, anchoring up somewhere, or just hiding up behind a rock. Say over there, just peeking out behind a rock and wait for them to leave. That often works, and 9 times out of 10, in my experience, people sort of get on their way, do what they've got to do, and you can come in after them. If there's no one there, you can come straight in. But there's also another thing that happens. People purposely stay behind on outposts occasionally and wait for you to come in, where they'll lay a trap for you. Basically, as you get in, they'll jump you and steal your gold and cash it in. Now, there's a telltale giveaway for anyone doing this. If they've sunk their ship on purpose and they're just staying there, or their ship sailed off and they've been left behind, what will happen is a mermaid will appear in the water, and you won't see the smoke coming off of it like your own mermaid, but there will be a mermaid in the water somewhere around the outpost. So advice is, when you're coming up to your outpost, just do a quick circle of the outpost before you actually stop and land and weigh anchor, and look for that mermaid floating in the water nearby. If there's a mermaid near the outpost, there's someone ashore at the outpost. Once you know it's clear and safe, go in, and you can safely unload your goodies. So that's really basically it. So a quick recap: tavern is where you spawn. You can stock up on supplies there. There are barrels and boxes all around the outpost, so have a good look around and stock up your ship with all your supplies. I didn't show you how you do that as well, actually. I'll quickly go into that. So I've currently got a full inventory of bananas, cannonballs and planks. I'll take them off to my ship, and depending on whether you've got the sloop or the galleon, here's my cannonball storage. What I do is I select my cannonballs and I just simply load them into the crate. Now in my inventory I've got no cannonballs. Same with bananas. Head down below here, got my bananas in and my planks, drop those in, and now in my inventory it's empty of those 3 resources, so I can now run ashore if he makes the jump, yes, and gather some more. Here's some here immediately on the jetty. Take the bananas, cannonballs, I think there's some here. Look at these little boxes as well, these have them in. Once they're empty, they should refill within a few minutes. They'll respawn them all, and you just take them back on board and stock up and keep adding to your stores on board ship. Do that as many times as you like until you've got enough stock. Depending on what mission you're going or where you might be going, you might need more bananas if you're going to Order of Skulls and fighting skeletons. Just a nice general level overall, that should keep you going. Okay, like I say, so spawn point in the tavern. You can have a drink in there, you can get some supplies in there. Shops, get your guns and weapons in here, in the one denoted with the target outside, the weaponsmith. Clothing's got the big boot on the roof or the boot on a flag. Equipment is the spade and telescope sign. That's where you get your stuff. You get your voyages from the Order of the Souls. Sorry, Gold Hoarders. Order of the Souls are always in the purple sort of lined tents or buildings, and your Merchant Alliance always on the jetty. So that's it. Simple look round the outpost, where you find things, how to do things, some things to look out for. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing other ones on actually how to do your voyages, how look around your ships, different types of ships, the different functions of the ship, how to sail the ships, and if you have any other requests or any other questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Keep them clean and family friendly, and I look forward to seeing you in game maybe. So goodbye from me from now. I'm Old Rusty from Old Rusty Gaming. Goodbye and thank you for watching.